YouTube and welcome back to my channel this evening. Tonight's video is going to be my weekly makeup basket, and the reason why it's going up on Tuesday is because you guys know that I had drill this past weekend and it was so long and so tiring. We did so much training outside. I think I got a little bit sick because my voice is kind of hoarse and I've been coughing the past day or two, but I pulled it all together, I curled my hair, and I decided that I really needed to focus and buckle down on filming this video so that way I could get it up as soon as possible for you guys. So let me start off with what's on my lips, which is Jordana's Easy Liner for Lips in the shade Silver Lilac. And then also I am using the Revlon Super Lustrous lipstick in the shade 660 Berry Oat, which just looks like this. No surprise there that I'm rocking a purple lip shade because I feel like 9 times out of 10 in my videos I always reach for some type of purple or blue toned pink lipstick. So alright, let's start with the products. The first one is the Urban Decay B6 Vitamin Infused Complexion Prep Spray. It looks like this, and I've been using this for I want to say 2, possibly 3 weeks, and my honest opinion right now is that it's just mediocre in my book. My face and my skin, they haven't broken out from this, but I don't have terribly sensitive skin, but at the same time I don't think this has improved my skin or complexion in any way besides just immediately moisturizing it when I get out of the shower. But besides that, I would definitely not go out and purchase the full size of this because I believe it is somewhere in like the high 20s or low 30s, and I really feel like I could probably put some type of rose water in a spray bottle and get the exact same effect. Now for primer, I'm going to be using the Too Faced Primed and Poreless. This is just a deluxe size sample, and I had a smaller size sample like maybe 1.5 years, 2 years ago, and I just remember I absolutely loved using it. It did a phenomenal job at filling in my pores, so I'm really excited to be using this. You guys know that I absolutely love the Too Faced Shadow Insurance. It is one of my favorite eyeshadow primers, so it's no surprise there that I really do enjoy another Too Faced product that I can use on my face. The next product are my foundations. You've already guessed what they are. They are the MAC Studio Fix Fluids in NC41 and NC15. They look like this, and these are my favorite. They are my holy grails. I just love the way these perform, the way they look, the way they last all day long, and the fact that they leave my skin as matte as my oily skin could possibly be. And then for concealer, I'm going back to the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. It looks like this. I have it in the shade Custard, and this is a doe foot applicator. I really like this concealer. I definitely see the hype about it. I can definitely understand as to why people pay $29 for this, but my one little tiny, I don't want to say complaint, but my one little side note is I really only enjoy this concealer when I layer it with something else for some reason. On its own, it's just okay in my book, but layered with a brightening pen, it just looks phenomenal. And speaking of brightening pens, I chose the Mally Perfect Prep Under Eye Brightener in the shade Lighter. It just has a brush tip applicator, and this stuff is amazing. It is the most yellow based under eye concealer, brightener, wand, pen type of situation. It just looks so great with the undertones of my skin. I am so glad and fortunate that I had the opportunity to get this as a free gift with purchase through an Ulta online order, because had I not, I am pretty positive that I would never have actually gone out and purchased the full size of this product, since it is higher end, and I believe this is somewhere in like the $25 to $35 price range. And then to set my under eye concealer, I'm going to be using the Laura Mercier Secret Brightening Powder in the shade number 1. And it's just a loose powder. This stuff is amazing. Now, it's so finely milled that when you put it under your eyes, it doesn't leave any coverage because it's transparent, which is great because you really don't want a lot of coverage when you're using concealer, so that way this concealer in the brightening wand can actually do its job. And it's not cakey at all. I just take the, now I can't find the brush. I just take this Real Techniques brush, and this is the multitask brush, and I dip a little of it in the cap when there's product in the cap, and I just lightly pressed underneath, and it looks so great. I've never used a separate brightening under eye powder, I don't think, besides this one and the Anastasia contour kit. I used the yellow one to set my under eye concealer, but this is such a great product. I'm so glad that I did the miniature swap with Faith SK here on YouTube, and I got this as part of the swap. And then to set the rest of my face, I chose the MAC Prep and Prime Transparent Finishing Powder. This is a loose powder as well, and I have really been enjoying this. I do own the pressed compact version of it as well, and I'd have to say, I think I like the loose one better. I feel like the loose one does a better job. I feel like it's more finely milled, and for some reason, the product in the pressed version is so compacted into the compact. Does that sound right? That it's actually hard to get the product on your brush. So I literally take my brush and I sit here and I keep swirling and swirling and swirling for a good amount of time before I feel like I have enough on the brush to apply to my face. And I just don't have time for that in the morning because I'm lazy. And then for my blush, I chose the NYX Mosaic Powder Blush in the shade number 10 Love. And it just looks like this. And this is a gorgeous blush. It is definitely on the orange apricot side versus the peachy pink side. And you need to have a light hand with this blush because look how pigmented it is. And I feel like this is an accurate representation of the shade. So I like to just take this is a powder brush, but it's a dual fiber brush. I lightly just dust it in and then lightly put it on my face. I feel like I'm doing all these demonstrations for you guys. And then for bronzer, I chose the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil Matte Bronzer. And look at all that pan. I have been enjoying this a ton now that I have come to the realization that I cannot use a heavy hand with this product as well. So I take another brush. This is the Duo Fiber Blender brush. And this is by, I want to say BH Cosmetics. I think. I can't remember though. But I just lightly dip it in here and then contour. And it does a great job. I still really enjoy the fact that it smells like hot chocolate. I don't know why. Well, I know why, because it smells like chocolate and I love chocolate. So that's the reason why I like the smell. And then for my eyes, for a base this week, I chose the Maybelline Color Tattoo in the shade number 255 Just Beige. It looks like this. And this is a really great color tattoo. I definitely have to say this is my favorite out of the ones that I own. It's a nude skin tone shade, which goes great with any eye look. And I do feel like it keeps my eyeshadow on all day. And I do feel like that it isn't very drying. It's a little bit drier than the MAC paint pots. The paint pots are definitely a little bit more creamy, but you have to take the good with the bad because these ones at the drugstore are anywhere between, like, I want to say like $6 to like $8, $9, $10, whereas the paint pots I believe are either $19 or $20 or $21. So it's up to you. You know, you pay a little bit more, you get better quality. You pay a little bit less. I don't want to say you get worse quality because these are really great quality. They're just not as great as the higher end makeup paint pots. And then for my all over lid shade, this is a new product and it is the Revlon Single Shadow in the shade of Bone, and it's a matte finish. And it just looks like this. It's just one of those little Revlon links. And let's do a swatch. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see, possibly. And the one thing about these shadows is that there are so many mixed reviews on these single shadows. A ton of people like them, a ton of people hate them. My first impression is that they are very powdery, so we will see how they were. I know I got this one on sale, so I believe I only paid like $2 or $3, maybe even a little bit less than that, but I am excited to use it because you guys know I love matte shade looks. And spoiler alert, I did use up all of my Steal It Kitten eyeshadow, which that was a sad day for me, I'm not gonna lie. But now I get to go move back onto matte eyeshadow looks for a while, so I'm excited about that. And then for my palette this week, I chose the Lorac Pro 2 palette. And I think I've maybe used this like once. So it looks like that. No, I've definitely used it more than that because I can see where the brush hits some of these other colors. But I know I haven't used it very often, clearly, because it still kind of looks brand new. But I'm excited to use this. I feel like I never reach for this palette because the matte shades are very, they're very out of my comfort zone for some reason. I don't usually wear black or charcoal, definitely not navy. Not gray usually. If anything, I'll reach for like a purple shade, and I'm not going to reach for this whole palette just for a plum because I have a ton of purple eyeshadows that are my go-tos that I reach for. But I do want to get some use out of it because I love my Lorac Pro 1 palette. So I know once I start dipping my feet in the water with this palette, I know I'm going to love it. The shadows are so buttery and smooth. They're not powdery at all, and they blend in super easy. And if this palette is anything like the first palette, the pigmentation is like crazy. You just lightly need to dip your brush into it, and then you will get like the most perfect, beautiful application of eyeshadow. So I'm very excited to be using this week. And then, sorry, I think my mascara was clumping together and squishing my eyelashes. I forgot to mention the highlighter this week, and this week I chose the Wet n Wild Color Icon bronzer in the shade 743A Reserve Your Cabana. This is definitely a highlighter for me. It looks like this. And let me do a quick swatch. So yeah, as you can tell, it's definitely a highlighter shade. I think I've used that a couple of times, but normally for highlighters, I just tend to reach for the ones that I absolutely love, which are the Carez ones. And then also, what's the other one? Oh, the Physicians Formula ones. I couldn't remember the name of this brand. And then for eyeliner, you probably already guessed this, but it is the Stila Stay All Day Waterproof Liquid Eyeliner. It's a brush tip and it looks like this, and you guys know this is my all-time favorite Holy Grail eyeliner. I think this is the best eyeliner I've ever come across in all of the eyeliners I've ever tried in my life, which is quite a few. I know that even right now, I have this many black liquid eyeliners open, and I always want to use this one. So that is, I guess, like, a testimony to how much I really do enjoy using the Stila one. And then for mascaras, these are my two favorite Holy Grails, so I'm really excited to be using both of these this week. I'm going to be layering the Benefits They're Real and then the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascaras. They look like this, and this one is a plastic bristle brush. I feel like bristle brush saying it together. I always mess that up. And then the Better Than Sex is a natural bristle brush. Yeah, see, I got it right that time. But I actually had to like stop and think about it before I said it. And then for eyebrows, I'm going back to powder. It's what I have on my eyebrows today, and I just feel like powder almost looks like a tiny bit more natural than the dip brow. I absolutely love the dip brow. I think it looks great, but sometimes I'm not going for like a super duper fierce eyebrow defined look. So powder, I feel, is a little bit more, not natural, because you can definitely tell I fill in my eyebrows, but it's just not as strong of a look. So this is what it looks like. This is the European Wax Center Brow Duo in the shade Milan. And then to set it, you guys know I am still using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Clear Brow Gel, which looks like this. I feel like this is almost gone, so you won't be seeing this for too many more videos. And then to clean up my eyebrows, I chose once again the NYX Wonder Pencil in medium. And then to set all of the makeup on my face, I chose the NYX Matte Finish Long Lasting Setting Spray, and it looks like this. but I really want to start using the L'Oreal one. But I still want to use a little bit more of this one. And I think that is it for all my products. I hope you guys didn't really notice too much that I am really tired. So I wanted to make sure I had enough energy to film this. Originally when I got home, I didn't have any energy, so I had to like sit down, watch a couple videos, respond back to a couple comments, so that way I could get myself focused to doing this, because I love filming for you guys, and I know this doesn't sound like the best answer, but I always feel like it is so hard. Whenever I really have the like desire and motivation to want to sit down and film, something always comes up. And then when I get out of work and I come home and I take Olivia out and then I go food shopping and then we eat dinner, sometimes it's like, you know, 9, 10, 11 o'clock, and then I have to position like my lamps to get the lighting right. And it's not an excuse. I don't want you guys to think that I don't like doing this, because I really do enjoy doing it so much. But sometimes I'm just so tired. Like right now, I am so tired. All I want to do is eat some dinner and go to sleep. I still think I'm coming off of drill weekend. This past drill weekend was one of the longest drill weekends I've ever had in my whole military career. I'm not even joking, and I've been in the Army for almost 10 years now. So if that says anything or speaks for itself, then it definitely was super long. But I'm glad that I had the opportunity to sit down and film this video. I want to film one more video this week so that way I can upload it later on this week, but I don't know how my schedule is going to look. So, but this coming weekend, I will be sitting down and filming like a lot of videos, because I know already I'm planning on taking Friday off from work, and then I have Saturday, Sunday, and then I don't have any work on Monday. So I'm super excited. I'll have a 4-day weekend, and that will give me plenty of time to sit down and film some hauls, and then some just videos where I want to sit down and chat kind of, I guess, with you guys. And then also I want to do an update on my finished 5 by Cinco de Mayo, and yeah, I think that's all the videos I want to film right now. So that is it. I'm going to go downstairs and find out what Olivia's doing and what I'm going to have for dinner, and I will talk to you guys in my next video. I hope you guys have a great night, and if you did like this, please like, subscribe, and share. I'm almost at 450, which is so amazing, and like I just can't stop thinking about how great you guys are. So that is it, and I am starving. So I will see you guys later. Bye.